Good morning. I am, excuse me, headed to the gym for a boot camp, and I was just thinking about comments that people make about my journey and working out at the gym, and they say things like, I wish I had time for that, or I wish I could afford to do that, or I want to train with you but I can't afford it, or I want to train with you but your gym is 20 minutes away. Just all the excuses that people give. And I understand life and things, and some excuses in your mind you think they're valid, but I just got to thinking, consistency is what keeps people from reaching their goals. I don't care what kind of excuse you want to use. If you want to, blame it on you're a single mom, or if you want to blame it on your money is tight, whatever you want to blame it on, but your excuse is just your way of not doing the work, not making a sacrifice. If you want to train with a trainer and she charges, for instance, I'm $45 a session, which is pretty daggone cheap this day and age for training, for one-on-one training at a private gym that charges no membership fee, no annual fee, and it's just you, like literally me, you, in this gym. That's really a great price. Anyways, enough of that rant. But you can go to Chick-fil-A with your family, but you, your husband, your 2 kids, you can spend $45, no problem, in one meal. You can go to the movies and some people spend $100, but by the time you pay for the tickets and concessions. And as far as time, get up earlier in the day, stay up later, get off of Instagram or social media, or stop playing that game that you play, or I don't know, make some kind of other sacrifice, hire a babysitter, trade services with people. There's always a way to make your dreams come true. I literally was in the last 3 years, I've been divorced, homeless, unemployed. Right now I have 3 car payments. That's a long story, but I've got 3 car payments, not because I'm rich and have all these cars, but because of car problems and trying to rent out cars to compensate for bills. And I've got rent, I've got utilities, I've got a coach that I pay, I've got a kid. Granted, I am a single mom, but I do have she's got a dad that's obviously pays child support and helps as far as time. I get every other weekend off, but and I run a business, and I work 7 days a week, and I'm a homeowner and a pet owner, and I'm a bodybuilder, competitive bodybuilder. And if you know anything about bodybuilding, it's very expensive. Each show that I do, I spend at least $2,000. That's a minimum. And that's not including the suit, the travel, all of that. So the food, oh my goodness, the food, the supplements, all that. But I made a way. And this rant is not about you being, a piece of crap or lazy or whatever. It's just, I want you to re-examine your goals and what you're trying to do, and think about, are you really putting in the effort? Are you making sacrifices? Are you doing everything that you can do to get to the gym, to eat at home instead of eating out, to get up and do the cardio instead of sleeping in? Do you have more time? How much time do you spend on social media every day? How much time do you spend watching TV? The only time I ever watch TV is if I'm doing cardio. Some people watch TV every day, 2 and 3 hours. That's a lot of wasted time. So just examine your goals and what you're trying to do, what you're trying to accomplish, and look at the reasons, the excuses that you have on the table, and just think about, do I really want this? And some people just don't want it, and that's fine. But everybody's got some kind of goal in mind, whether it's to start a business or to, start dating again. Lord help, bless us all for that. Whatever it is, just re-examine, make a list of excuses, and then just start working on each excuse and find a way. That's always been my go-to. God and find a way. I'll figure it out. That's what I've always said, and I always have. And a couple things that I do that have helped me out, and I will never stop doing them. Number one, I tithe. And if you're not a Christian and you need more information, I'll be happy to send you information on that. But the Bible says that you should give with a cheerful heart, not as an obligation, but with a cheerful heart and in expectation. You should give 10% of your earnings. And I do that religiously because no matter what, I want to know that I can trust the Lord to provide. And He's always done that, and He's continuing to do that, and I'm grateful for that, and I want you to experience that same blessing. The other thing I do is I have things and people to hold me accountable. So I have a coach. Do I need a coach? Yes, I need a coach. Could I do it myself? I could, technically, but I need the accountability. Hire a coach. You don't have to pay $300, $400, $500 a month for a coach. Hire a coach for $50, $100, whatever. If you need a coach and you're interested in accountability, message me. I'll help you out. But simple things like checking in every day, or having someone hold you accountable to go to the gym, having a workout buddy, having a trainer, paying a trainer, because not only do they teach you how to do the movements and hold you accountable and keep you on goal and push you when you're tired, but you're paying them, so it's an investment, so you're more likely to go and do the workout. So all that to say, I'm on my way to my boot camp. When I started doing these boot camps, I was having 5, 6, 8 people show up, and today I've got one person. On Wednesday night at 6:30, I did one. I had 2 people, which is great. I still make a little bit of money. Still gets me, moving myself, and I'm helping people reach their goals. But my point is, when it started, everybody was gung-ho. I'm coming every week. I'm going to do this. This is going to be great. And then next thing you know, we're 2 months in, and I'm down to one person. Consistency is key. You are not going to reach your goals in fitness or in anything coming to something once or twice and then stopping. That's why people fail. That's why people put the weight back on. That's why people go into depression. So put things into place that are going to hold you accountable, whether it's a trainer or a coach or a friend or your spouse, or a coworker. I have some that come right after work and train with me. And then start giving back. If you go to a church, you give your 10% to the church. If you don't go to a church, find a church home. I still give to my church home, even though they're 4 hours away, and I watch them online, but that's where I send my tithe to. And then you start praying for, blessings, and He will provide, and He's always provided, and He will continue to provide. So that's my rant for the day. Happy Saturday.